and welcome to my channel. So today our topic is real number and that logarithms. Already in my previous videos I have explained you what is logarithms, formulas of logarithms, some problems on the formulas and some topics which are related to the logarithms we have completed, and in the exercise number 5 up to third bit we have completed. Let's go for the remaining questions from this exercise number 1.5. That is fourth bit now. First question, log 1000. What we need to do for this? We have to expand this log 1000. So how to expand? Let me do it here. If there is no base, already I told you, if there is no base, our base 10 as a base. Let's write as a 10. Now let us simplify this. So here 1000 can be written as, by the using of prime factorization, we get 10 cube is equal to the 1000. Then here base, however, it is 10. Then here this log 10 cube base 10. It is in the form of like log x to the power of m base a, where it gives us m log x base a. Let us change in this form. So here m is equal to 3, x equal to 10 and a equal to also 10. Let us get it. Here 3 log 10 and base 10. We already know that where log 10 base 10, it is in the form of log a and base a. It gives us value 1. So here the log 10 base 10 value is 10. So 3 into 1. Log 10 base 10 is 1. 3 into 1 is 3. And therefore here log 1000 is equal to 3. Let's go for the next question now. That is log 128 by 625. 625. So let us expand this first. So before going to be expand this, we should know the idea about prime factorization. Let us how to write this 128. Let us factorize this 128 once with the 2 table. 2 6 are 12, 2 4s are 8. Let's continue with the same 2 again. 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. Let's go for 2 16s are 32, 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8, and at last 2 2s are 4. Hence here 128 we can written as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yes, 2 to the power of 7. Similarly, let's go for 625. As we know that, how can we write the 625? 625. It's possible only in 5 table. Let's go for 5 table once. Yes. 5 ones are 5. 1 left here. It become a 12 now. 5 twos are 10. And 2 left. It become 25 now. So 5 5s are 25. Hence again, we go for the 5 again. 5 twos are 10. 5 5s are 25. Then again 5 5s are 25. And here 125 we can write as a 5 to the power of 4. Let us rewrite this now in the form of log this 128 equal to 2 to the power of 7 by this 625 we can write as 5 to the power of 4. Now what? Now it is in the form of log x by y. Log x by y. Quotient formula that equal to log x base a minus log y base a. Log x by y equal to log x minus log y. So let us write here log x. X is nothing but a 2 to the power of 7. Log 2 to the power of 7 minus log y, that is log 5 to the power of 4. Now it is again in the form of like log x to the power of m base a, where it is given as m log x base A. So this 7 comes in front of log, that's 7 log 2 minus this 4 will come here, 4 log 5. Hence this is the answer of this question. Now let's go for the third question in that. Now what is the third question? Look at that. Log x square into y square into z to the power of 4. Okay. The third question here. Log x square y to the power of 3 z to the power of 4. We need to expand this. It is in the form of like log x into y into z. As we know the formula log x into y, where we can expand this log x into y in the form of log x plus log y. Here we similarly we get log x into y into z equal to log x plus log y plus log z. Okay, let's expand in that form now. Log x into y into z base A equal to log x base A plus log y base A plus log z base A. Now we go for this as log x square plus log y cube plus log z to the power of 4. So again it is in the form of like a power formula. Log x to the power of m base A equal to m log x base A. So it comes like 2 log x plus 3 log y plus 4 log z. This is answer. Very simple. Let's go for the fourth question of this bit. So if you keep on practicing these formulas, we know the applications. So already I have done the videos. See the previous videos so that we understand how to apply these formulas. So the fourth one, log p square into q to the power of 3 by r. Oh, this is the question. Let us see that. First of all, when you observe this question, it is in the form of log x by y, where log x by y will give us log x minus log y. Let us expand in that form. So it is in the form of log x by y base A equal to, you know the formula that log x base A minus log y base A. So let us expand this now. Log p square into q cube minus log r. Log x, this is completely in the part of x and r in the part of y. So now when we come to this part, here log p square into q cube, it is in the form of log x into y, p square into q to the power of 3. So here we can apply again the formula like log x into y, log x into y equal to log x base A plus log y base A. So it will give us log p square plus log q to the power of 3 minus log r. Now here in the first term and in the second term, again it will give us the power formula. When we have used the power formula here, see that log x to the power of m base A equal to m log x A. These two are the same. Log x to the power of m, log x to the power of m. So let us change it in the other terms like m log x base A. So if you write in that form, this 2 will come in the front of the log and it multiply to the log p. Place here 3 will come front. So you get 3 log q minus log r. This is the expanded form or simplification of this problem. Now we have one more problem in this bit. That's the last problem of this bit now. We go for the fifth one. So keep on practice to get an idea how to solve the problems. The fifth one, log under root of x to the power of 3 by y square. So very simple. Let us solve it. So as well, already we have learned in our 9th and 10th class what is radical form and expanded form, exponential form like. So what is radical form? Nth root of a is a radical form where you can expand this in the exponential form, that is 1 by a to the power of 1 by n. In that form, here root x is there. Square root there. This square root we can write like a square root of x equal to x to the power of 1 by 2. This root, if you remove it, it will give us the exponential form 1 by 2. So it is root no. Let us change it. Log all to the power of x cube by y square all to the power of 1 by 2. It is a square root, so we get 1 by 2. Square root, so that means it is nothing but 2. Square root will give us 1 by 2. If it is a cube root, it will give us 1 by 3. Fourth root 1 by 4. Fifth root 1 by 5. So this depends on that what is n value here. N value always greater than 1. That is what the search we have learned it. Okay. So this will write now. This 1 by 2 is a power of numerator and denominator. Let us distribute that. Now in the next step that we get x to the power of 3 by all to the power of 1 by 2 by y to the power of 2 all to the power of 1 by 2. So here it is in the form of loss of exponents formula a to the power of m all to the power of n equal to a to the power of m into n. A to the power of m into n. In that same form. Now x to the power of 3 all to the power of 1 by 2. Let us multiply this 2 now. 3 into 1 by 2, 3 by 2. Let us write log 3 by 2 or log x to the power of 3 by 2. X to the power of 3 by 2 or by y 2 into 1 by 2. 2 into 1 by 2. This 2 and this 2 get cancelled. Only y will be left here. 2 into 1, 2. 2 by 2. 2 by 2 will give us only 1. So we not to write much. Now it is in the form of like log x by y. Log x by y equal to, yes, we know that log x by y quotient formula. Log x by y base a equal to log x base a minus log y base a. Okay, let us write this now. Log x to the power of 3 by 2 minus log y. Now again here power formula we can apply. What is power formula? Log x to the power of m base a. Let me write here that log x to the power of m base a equal to m log x base a. So here it comes like 3 by 2 log x minus log y. This is what therefore. So this bit is completed. We can go for the next question now. So what are the next questions? There are applications in the next 5. Question number 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. There are applications of these logarithms. Very important for your 10th class because every time there will be 1 4-mark question from this bit. So practice very carefully, and if it's possible you create a new questions on the same model questions and practice. If you are not ready, you can go for the Wikipedia or Google. There you will get the many questions on the same model. You also practice that. Here the 5th question. 5th question is that if x square plus y square equal to 25 xy. If x square plus y square equal to 25 xy, then we need to prove that. Prove that. Here 2 log x plus y. 2 log x plus y equal to 3 log 3 plus log x plus log y. Yes, log x plus log y. This is what we need to prove it with the help of this given information. What is the given that? Here the given that solution given that x square plus y square equal to 25 xy. With this given that, with this information, we need to prove that 2 log x plus y equal to 3 log 3 plus log x plus log y. Let's be very simple. Let's go for that. In the proof that here, always you remember, here it is x plus y. Here 2 is multiplied to log. When this 2 you bring this side by using power formula, this 2 will come in the exponential place. Here it comes here. That means x plus y whole square. So it gives us x plus y whole square obviously. So where x plus y whole square equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy. That you know. So it will give us x plus y whole square equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy. Here 2xy. So remember. So always these kind of problems we only use either x plus y whole square or not x minus y whole square. X plus y whole square or x minus y whole square. See, x minus y whole square formula. Say x square plus y square. Instead of plus here we get minus. That is minus 2xy. That is what a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. In the form of x and y terms I took it. Okay, that is what. Again, what we need to think. The next step is that we need to identify either we need to use x plus y whole square or x minus y whole square. That is depends on that and the proof that is here 3 is multiplied to log again. This 3 you bring this side by using power formula. So 3 to the power of 3 will get. Here we get this 3 will comes here. That is 3 to the power of 3. 3 cube. 3 to the power of 3. That is 3 into 3 into 3. 3 into 3 into 3 will give us 27. So let's come to the given that now. We got 27. Remember. We have only 25. To get 27, we need to add here 125, 25 xy's are there. How many xy's? 25 xy's. But actually we need 27 xy's. So additionally we need 2 xy's. Additionally we needed 2 xy's. That 2 xy's we need to add in the question. So let us add 2xy on both sides. Both the sides. Let us add the 2xy on both the sides. To balance the both the side, LHS side and RHS side, we need to add 2xy. Not only at RHS side, not only at LHS side. It will not be balanced. Okay. To balance, we need to add x square plus y square is as it is in the question. Now plus 2xy at LHS side. And RHS side already we have 25xy plus 2xy. So we have balanced, we have added 2xy at LHS side and 2xy at RHS side. So it is balanced. If you do not wrote required, you can cancel it. Again we get the same as before. Okay. Now if you observe here at LHS side, x square plus y square plus 2xy. X square plus y square plus 2xy. It is the expanded form of x plus y whole square. X plus y whole square. So we can write in the form of, this is in the form of x square plus y square plus 2xy. It is in the form of like a square plus b square plus 2ab. We can write this is in the form of a plus b whole square. So let us, this expanded form we write as a short form like in this form, that is x plus y whole square equal to here 25xy plus 2xy. We get 27xy. Okay, till here we got it. Now from here the step is very easy to get our answer. Yes, turn back. So actually we need the answer in the logs. So let us apply the logarithms on the both the sides of this equation. Okay, let us apply the log on both sides. So let us apply here log x plus y whole square equal to log 27xy. Here we apply. From here, the solution is very easy now. See that log x plus 1. This 2 will comes a friend by using power formula. What power formula? Log x to the power of m base a equal to m log x base a. Again, here we can use log a into, that means log x into y into z. Log a plus log y plus log z. So that formula also we can use it here. Log x, y, z base a equal to log x base a plus log y base a plus log z base a. Okay, this formula we are using at LHS side and this is at the RHS side. So let us apply. Now what we get? Let us see here. This 2 will come from here. 2 log x plus y equal to 2 log x plus y equal to, here we get log 27 plus log x plus log y. Product formula. The multiplication we change as a addition here. Okay. Now here 27 is nothing but we can factorize that, we can write as a 3 cube. 3 to the power of 3. That is what we do it now. This 27 we rewrite in the next step. Next step we can write this. Here this LHS side we already got it. What we need? 2 log, see, 2 log x plus y. 2 log x plus y. Already we got the LHS side. Now we need the RHS side. What here 27 we can write as a 3 cube. That is log 3 to the power of 3 plus log x plus log y. Hence here we got this 2 also. Only this 3 should come front by using the power formula. That is log x to the power of m base a equal to m log x base a. So we get therefore 2 log x plus y equal to 3 log 3 plus log x plus log y. As it is completed. Very important question. Many questions will come based on this like in your 10th class examination. So they may give 25xy, or not if you get here 29xy, what you will do it? Same question. We need to prove the same thing. What you will get if you get 29xy? Simple. Here we need again 3 cube. 3 cube is 27. But we have 29. So we have to go for minus 2xy. Let's add minus 2xy. Will you add it? Minus 2xy, let us add it here. If it is 29xy. So here x square plus y square minus 2xy. 29xy minus 2xy, that is 27xy will get next step. That means a minus b whole square here. You will get 27xy, but here they will ask you to prove that minus xy like now. So if it is a plus here, we use the a plus b whole square, that means x plus y whole square. If it is minus here, we use that x minus y whole square. Based on here the first step and here it is a plus or minus. That is what we need to remember. If it is plus, you go for x plus y whole square formula. If it is minus, you go for x minus y whole square formula. Either you take any questions near to the perfect squares, near to the perfect square 29xy or 38xy, 34xy, because 36 is a perfect square. Here the problems will changes. But these kind of problems they will give you always. You need to be remember here the first bit, first step, and here it is plus or minus. Accordingly, we have to solve the same in the same process. Let's go for the sixth question of this bit. Okay, when you practice this completely, you get idea. You have very important questions actually from the logarithm. These are. Okay, you keep on practice. Logarithm is a new concept for you. Don't get afraid and don't be panicked by watching these questions. If you keep on practice, very important and very scoring chapter actually. Let's go for that sixth question. If log x plus y by 3 equal to log x plus y by 3 equal to 1 by 2 log x plus log y log x equal to log x plus log y. Then find the value of, find the value of x by y plus y by x. What is the value of x by y plus y by x? If log x plus y by 3 equal to 1 by 2 log x plus log y. By using up this information, we need to find out the value of x by y plus y by x. Okay, let us write here the given that log x plus y by 3 equal to 1 by 2 log x plus log y. So very simple. First, here it is log x plus log y. It is the sum of logarithms. We can write as a product of logarithm. Log x into y equal to log x plus log y. So this is in the form of y. Here we write the same again. Log x plus y by 3. Log x plus y by 3 equal to 1 by 2. Here we can write log x into y. Log x into y. Log x plus y equal to log x into log y. Okay. Then log x into y. So this 1 by 2 will come from here. This 1 by 2 will come from here by using power formula. You also write the formulas here. I am writing completely here without formulas. You also write the formulas. So this 1 by 2 comes here. That is log xy whole to the power of 1 by 2. By using power formula, this 1 by 2 comes here. Here, see that it is an exponential form as I said you. Okay, nth root of a equal to a to the power of 1 by 2. A to the power of 1 by 2 equal to nth root of, a to the power of 1 by n. Here, a to the power of 1 by n equal to a to the root of a. Then this 1 by 2 is nothing but a square root. As we get here, log x plus y by 3 equal to log square root of xy. This is 1 by 2 exponential form. If it is 2, we will get a to the power of 1 by 2. If it is 3, a to the power of 1 by 3 like. This is now cubed root of a. Cubed root of a equal to a to the power of 1 by 3. A to the power of 1 by 3 equal to cubed root of a. Or a to the power of 1 by 2 equal to square root of a. That is what I have done it here. A to the power of 1 by 2 is nothing but a square root. That is root xy. Both the sides, let us cancel the logs. What is left now? X plus y by 3 equal to square root of xy. Now this 3 is dividing this side. Let's transport to the RHS side. It becomes multiplication. So x plus y equal to 3 into xy. Now actually we need that. To prove that, let us, what we do it is, this square root should not be there. We need to cancel the square root. How can you cancel the square root? By squaring on the both the side. When you get square and square root, it can cancel. No, let us square on the both the sides so that we can cancel the square root here. Let us squaring on the both the side. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides, that is x plus y whole square equal to 3 under root of xy whole square. We have to square on the both the sides for all the values. See here square is square root. Here x plus y whole square. X plus y whole square. It is in the form of like x square plus y square plus 2xy. A plus b whole square form. We expanded as a x square plus y square plus 2xy. That equal to here 3 square value is 9. And here square and square root we can cancel. Hence we get here xy, 9xy. The value of 3 root xy whole square equal to 9xy. Okay, let us bring this 2xy to the RHS side. When you transport 2xy to the RHS side, the plus become minus 1. This will get now x square plus y square equal to, already we have 9xy at RHS side, and this plus 2x becomes minus 2xy. As here see we can write now x square plus y square equal to 9xy minus 2xy. From the 9xy, you subtract the 2xy, we get 7 xy's will be left. Now, from that, let's see this xy is a coefficient of 7. So, this xy will transport to the LHS side to get in the form of xy plus y by x. That's the value we need. So, let's transport this x square plus y square by, this is multiplying to 7. So, it will divide here at the RHS side, that equal to 7. Now, what does meaning is, this xy is dividing x square, this xy is also dividing y square. Let us split it to the x square and y square. X square by xy plus y square by xy, that equal to 7. And x and x will cancel. Here 1x, here out of 2, 1x will cancel. Here 1y, here out of 2 in the numerator, 1y will cancel. So that what we left in the numerator part there is a x left, and in the denominator part there is a y. Plus here in the numerator part there is a y, in the denominator part there is a x. Y by x is left here. That equal to 7. Therefore, that is what we need. Then find the value of xy plus y by x. X by y plus y by x, that equal to 7. This is a simple solution, children. Once again you go through this. Again you also practice the similar questions which you get in the other textbooks or not in the net. You will also refer those questions which is in this model, so that you get more practice. It is helpful for your exam. And let's go for the next question, that is the 7th question now. So you get the complete basics when you practice our formulas very well. Altogether we have 10 formulas. And that 10 formulas also I had on the previous video. Why don't you watch that? You get a more clear picture about these solutions. Why I am using formulas, why we should use, where we should use it. Everything you will come to know when you watch that video. Now we go for the 7th one. This is very important question. Many times I have given in the annual exam. If 2.3 whole to the power of x equal to 0.23 whole to the power of y is equal to 1000. This is what the given actually. If 2.3 whole to the power of x equal to 0.23 whole to the power of y equal to 1000, then we need to find the value of find the value of x 1 by x minus 1 by y. Let's find out the value of 1 by x and 1 by y by the given information here. What we have here? Let's see the solution. As given that 2.3 whole to the power of x is equal to 0.23 whole to the power of y is equal to 1000. Here, if you observe, here 2.3 whole to the power of x equal to 1000, and also 0.23 whole to the power of y equals also 1000. Two statements, that means two equations system. Let's take one equation to solve it very easy. Let's take the first equation, that first 2.3 whole to the power of x equal to 1000. Very carefully you need to observe what I am going to do it for the next steps actually. Okay, 2.3 whole to the power of x. As we said, we know that if you transport to the RHS side, here x square equal to suppose y. When you square transport to the RHS side, it becomes a square root. It becomes a square root. If cube you transfer to the RHS side, it becomes a cube root. Yes, if it is x to the power of 5 equal to 7, this 5, power 5 if you transport, it becomes a fifth root. So, the exponents, the powers if you transport to the RHS side, it becomes a roots, x root line. Okay, here you see now, here 2.3 whole to the power of x equal to this 1000 we can write as a 10 cube. 10 cube means what? 10 we need to multiply 3 times. 10 into 10 into 10. That will give us 1000. So the 1000 same thing I have here. Now this x I would like to be transferred to the RHS side as I said before. Because when you x you transfer to the RHS side, it will be x root. That will be 2.3 equal to x root of 10 to the power of 3. X root of 10 to the power of 3. This you are very familiar actually. Now it is in the form of radical form. Radical form. Just now I explained what is radical form. Nth root of a equal to. It is the radical form. Then write a exponential form. A to the power of 1 by n. This n will comes in the exponent 1 by n. It is the square root a to the power of 1 by 2. It is the cube root a to the power of 1 by 3. It is the x root a to the power of 1 by x. So 2.3 equal. Here 10 to the power of 3 always already it is here. Let's write the exponential form. X root equal to what to the power of 1 by x. Now it is in the form of line. By using laws of exponents formula. By using laws of exponents formula, a to the power of m whole to the power of n equal to a to the power of m into n. By using all that, here 3 into 1 by x. Let's write here 2.3 equal 10 to the power of 3 into 1, 3 by x. 10 to the power of 3 by x. 2.3 equal to 10 to the power of 1 by x. What? Here 2.3 whole to the power of x equal to 1000 I have taken. That has simplified. That means I got the value of 2.3. The 2.3 value is 10 to the power of 3 by x. This you keep it as a equation number 1. Let's take it. As I said to you, there is a 2 steps here. Let 2.3 be as solved. Let's take the 0.23. 0.23. Here if you observe, they are given similar numbers, but one of the place value is extra here, decimal place value. The same steps we do it here to get the same kind of value, but a little change when you observe here. See, 0.23 whole to the power of y equal to 10 to the power of 3. This 10 cube we can write. Now here, observe children, this y we transfer here. 0.23 equal to y root of 10 to the power of 3. Again children, when you observe here, this y root is a radical form. Let write the exponential form. 0.23 equal to 10 to the power of 3 whole to the power of 1 by y. Now it is in the form of like a to the power of m into whole to the power of n. A to the power of m into n. So 0.23 equal to 10 to the power of 3 by y. Now this is what till now you got it here. From here, how I am going to solve the problem? Just look at it. So here it is the main important where you get confused actually. You not to be confused. As we know how to change the decimals into fractions and fractions into decimals. So that's what. See 5 by 5.3. As we can write this 5.3 is 53 by 10. So let's write 0.53. How can you write here? 53 by 100 we write because here there are 2 decimal places we divide by 100. If there is only one decimal place we divide by 2. But the case of only that here 0.23 is there. Actually I need 2.3 I need. This decimal point I will move this side. One decimal place I will move. 2.3 I will write. Only I am taking this only one decimal place. So I will divide by. I will divide by 10. Here you got understand. 0.23 I have written as a 2.3. So only one decimal place I move to the right side. So I will divide by only 10. Actually if you write only 23 by 100 we can write direct. But I did not change it because I already need it. Only 2.3. So I will take this 0.23 as a 2.3. I will divide by 10. That equal to 10 to the power of 3 by y. Yes. Now here this 10 to the power of 1. 10 to the power of 1 is, so we do that also. Then first of all let us apply this. This 10 to the power of 10 will transfer to the other side. It is dividing, it will be multiplied here. So 2.3 equal to 10 to the power of 3 by y into 10 to the power of 1 nothing but 10 to the power of 1 nothing but 10. Okay, now here a to the power of m into a to the power of n. A to the power of m plus n by using laws of exponents. See that? A to the power of m into a to the power of n equal to a to the power of m plus n. So here you see 2.3. Here 2.3 value from 1. From 1 we write now. From equation number 1 the 2.3 value is 10 to the power of 3 by x 10 to the power of 3 by x. Instead of 2.3 I have written that is 10 to the power of 3 by x, that is equal to, here it is in the form of a to the power of m into a to the power of n, a to the power of m plus n, that is 10 to the power of 3 by y into 10 to the power of 1 equal to 10 to the power of 3 by y plus 1. Now here, from the using of laws of exponents formulas, when bases are equal, then exponents are also equal. Here the bases are equal on the both the side when you observe. 10 to the power of 3 by x. Here 10 to the power of 3 by y plus 1. Here 10 and 10. Both the bases are equal. Then we can cancel the bases and we can make it exponents are equal. So what are the exponents here? 3 by x, that equal to 3 by y plus 1. Actually what we need, look at the through that 1 by x minus 1 by y. We need to be changing this as a 1 by x and 1 by y. First of all, this 3 by y will bring the LHS side because it become a x and y, x minus y, no, plus 3 by x become a minus 3 by x. So sorry, plus 3 by x, this plus 3 by y to transfer to the LHS side, that become minus 3 by y, that equal to plus 1. Now it is, you got it 1 by x minus 1 by y. Here you got 3 by x minus 3 by y. So let us take out, here 3 is a common in the both the terms. Let us take out 3 as a common factor. So in that you get 1 by x minus 1 by y equal to 1. So here we have taken 3 as a common. So here only 1 will be left, 1 by x minus 1 by y. So again you multiply with 3, you get the same one. 3 into 1, 3 by x minus 3 into 1, 3 by y. You get the same, there is no change in this. Now here 3 is multiplying this term, that transport to the RHS side, it become divides. So what we get here, 1 by x minus 1 by y equal to, it divides the RHS side 1, that is 1 by 3. This is what our required to prove, that is 1 by x minus 1 by y value is 1 by 3 when 2.3 whole to the power of x equal to 0.234 whole to the power of y is equal to 1000. The value of 1 by x minus 1 by y equal to 1 by 3. Then again we have two more problems in this exercise, that is question number 8 and also question number 9. Here let's go for the next questions. So you practice this model. There are many questions based on this model. So you also practice all the questions. So you get practice, more practicing. Practice makes you perfect. Remember always, practice only makes you perfect. Okay, not my lecture. Eighth question. If 2 to the power of x plus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of 1 minus x, then find the value of x. Then find the value of x. We need to find out the value of x. So here given that, let us take the given that 2 to the power of x plus 1 equal to 3 to the power of 1 minus x. Let us apply the logarithms on the both the sides to be simplified very carefully. Okay, let us apply the logarithm. Apply log on both sides. So log 2 to the power of x plus 1 equal to 3. Log 3 whole to the power of 1 minus x. So this is what is given. Let's, here it is in the form of power formula. Log x to the power of m base a equal to m log x base a. It is in the form of like log x to the power of m, log x to the power of m, like no. Let's write m log x base a. So this is why x plus 1 will come from no. Let's write x plus 1 into log 2. Here this 1 minus x will come from 1 minus x of log 3. What does meaning it? What does meaning this log 2 is multiplying both these terms x plus 1 and this log 3 is multiplying 1 minus x. Let us multiply now log 2 into x. X log 2 into 1 plus we write log 2 into 1 1 log 2. 1 log 2. Here log 3 into 1. Log 3 minus log 3 into x. X log 3. So when you observe the clearly here the LHS side and RHS side, here x log 2 minus x log 3 are the similar terms. The similar terms will make it together. So here log 2 and log 3 are similar terms. There make it will transfer together like no. This x log 3 will bring the LHS side and log 2 will transfer to the RHS side. As we get here x log 2, this minus x log 3 become plus x log 3, that equal to, here already there is a log 3 at RHS side and plus log 2 become a minus log 2. Let us transfer here. Let us observe here x is a common term in this. X is a common term. We need to find out the value of x, no? Just x is a common term. Let us take out the x as a common here. X let us take as a common. What we get? Here log 2 will be left in this term. Then x came out. Here this x came out. Here plus log 3 will be left. That equal to here. It is in the form of like log 3 minus log 2. Now see the log x plus y. Log x minus y. Log x plus y formula. Log x into y. Log x minus log y. Log x minus log y formula. Log x by y. So here quotient formula. Here is quotient formula RHS side. Here the product formula. So both will write. So x into log x plus log y. Log x into y. That is nothing but log 2 into 3. That equal to here log x minus log y. That's why log 3 minus log 2 equal to log x by y, that is log 3 by 2. Here 2 into 3 equal to x of log 2 into 3 equal to 6. That equal to log 3 by 2. This log 6 is multiplied with x. We transfer this side to make the x around. We need the x value. Let's make it around like log 3 by 2 by log 6. Now this is the value of the x in this question. Okay, log x. Okay, log x. So here the x value equal to log 3 by 2 by log 6. Then we have the last question in this. This is what very important question for the bits actually. Bits. In the bits it is very useful to prove that any log values. Log values are rational numbers or irrational numbers. Tell me, logs are rational numbers or irrational numbers? How to identify? Yes, here the proofs actually I will tell you. Already told you in the previous videos in the introduction about the logarithms, either they are rational numbers or irrational numbers. Some of the log values are rational numbers and some of the logarithms are irrational numbers. How can we write it? If we can express in the form of p by 2 where log values, that is rational numbers, or else it is the irrational numbers. So how can we do it? Here there are two questions. One is in the rational number form, the another one is irrational number form. Let's know that to be find out that the ninth question, ninth bit, first question is log 2 rational or irrational? Log 2 is a rational or irrational number. How to identify? Log 2 is a irrational number. Solution. Log 2 is a irrational number. How can I tell it is a irrational number? How can I tell it is a irrational number? Let's justifying my answer. Justifying answer. Justify your answer. Here is the question. Is log 2 is a rational or irrational? Justify your answer. Log 2 is a irrational. I know it. How? Let me explain how it is a irrational. Let us take that. Let us take log 2 equal to x. Let us assume log 2 equal to x. So we know that if there is no base, always we can write as a 10 as a base. Yes. Now log 2 base 10 equal to x. Now it is in the form of logarithm. As we use the formulas, as we know, log x base a equal to, here we can use log x base a equal to n, then here x equal to a to the power n, a to the power n. So logarithm form and exponential form, these problems I already solved in the first videos, logarithm problems. That videos links I will give you in the description also. At the end of this question what video, you get the screen actually. That videos you observe, you get logarithm forms and exponential form. Let's change the exponential form. This 10 will come this side. Here 2 equal to this 10 will come here. This x become a power of the 10. S. This is one. Now you observe this is clearly. Here 2 can be factorized. No, let's factorize 10. 10 you can write any base of 2. 10 can you write any base of 2? 10 can be write like this. 2 to the power of 5 is a 10? No. 2 to the power of 5 is 32. 2 to the power of 2 is a what? 2 to the power of 2 equal to nothing. That also cannot write. So here 2 can be write any base of 10. 2 you factorize any 2 can be write as a 10 to the power of 2 or 10 to the power of 3 or 10 to the power of 4. Can you write like this? No, we cannot write no. Why to write like this? If 2, if this 2, if you are writing, if you are able to write this 2 as a 10 to the power of 1 or 2, if you write like this, then bases are equal, then exponents are equal, then x value become a 2, then it is a rational number. Then in the case of rational number, but here this 2 cannot be right. Here 2 cannot be written or write in the form of cannot be write any base of in the form of any base of 10. We cannot write this 2 as any base of 10. Here base 10 is there. This 2 cannot be expressed as a base 10. So where x value is irrational. So here therefore x is a irrational number. X value cannot be found out. X values cannot be found out. So therefore log 2 is a irrational number. Log 2 is a irrational number. Let's see one rational number. If this 2 can you write as a base 10, that is a rational number. If you cannot be write as a base 10, that is a irrational number. So let's see one more question that is a rational number actually. Let's go for that. Log 100. Log 100 is a rational or irrational? Yes. Solution is that log 100 is a rational number. Rational number. How? Justifying answer. Justification or justifying. How it is a rational number? Let me write here. Let us take log 100 of base 10 equal to x. I have taken as a base 10 now. So let me use that formula of log x of base a equal to n. Logarithm form. It is in the form of logarithms. Log 100 base 10 equal to x. Logarithm form. Let's write the exponential form where x equal to. Okay, x equal to already you have learned like this, no? The formula you have learned log n base a equal to x. In this form you have learned that formula. So here also you have learned the formula like this. Log n base a equal to x. Should not be confused. Whatever the concept is same. N equal to a to the power of x in this form. Like here n equal to this n value equal to this a to the power of x, exponential form. Let us change this. This 100 equal to here a to the power of x. Here 100 we can write as a base 10, that is 10 square. See, this 100 I will write as a 10 square, that equal to 10 to the power of x. When bases are equal, exponents are also equal. So here x equal to 2. X equal to 2 will get. 2 is nothing but a rational number only, no? 2 we can write as a 2 by 1. It is in the form of p by 2. So therefore log 100 is a rational number. Log 100 is a rational number. In this way we can find out any log values as a rational number or irrational number. But all the log values are real numbers because the combinations of rational and irrational numbers are known as a the real number. I hope you understand all these questions. Keep practicing well to understand well. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much.